but it's almost been about who's not here. 11 out, no Mihailovic, Josh Sargent, Cifuentes, Larea. So it'll be really 2 9s with Bertarame up top and Messi underneath them, but that connection between Messi and Suarez.
Can either of these sides find a way back to winning ways? Away we go! And we welcome you to the latest Canadian cacophony. Another North American spectacle, a bumper crowd to enjoy and endure the greatest player. It's Coelho, through the wall it goes. Easily gathered by Dane St. Clair. Here's Simancic. Into Henry. And Malik Henry lets fly! Just wide of the intended target.
Yeah, but this came from a quick restart where sometimes Inter Miami go to sleep and you can find yourself in time and space and you can see the lack of the instinct to step to the ball. Henry coming in onto his off foot here, but striking it low and hard. They don't have the same players they've had in the past. See it again.
Here's Kerr. And Kerr lets fly! Thus passes another opening for Toronto FC.
The captain, Jonathan Osorio, on the ball to talk to the back line to communicate to where Messi is, hiding behind them.
Here's Kobe Franklin who brings it forward. And Franklin lets fly!
Maybe less often today, but in this moment you can see his ability to strike from distance.
Season goals in Major League Soccer. Very nearly did. Just one clean sheet in the last 7 in Major League Soccer for Inter Miami as they thrust themselves forward. Zimmerman only into the path of Suarez and into Messi!
Caution is the right word here because Luis Suarez drops off and it's like he's got eyes in the back of his head to understand that his partner first.
In another moment when Miami need him. It's DePaul who rifles towards goal, and the second time of asking absolutely thrashes the ball past the goalkeeper, and Miami in spectacular fashion pounce in pinch again. Something out of nothing for Rodrigo DePaul and Inter Miami.
This up with Messi standing over it, and you're thinking a rare decoy opportunity, and DePaul gets it all wrong to begin with, right into the wall, and then how about this for technique? Perfect look at it, pinpoint accuracy. Gavran responds to the first and then is unsighted. It's difficult to come through, but there's no way he's going to get to that in a crowd. It's just hit.
Ball over to this near side, Edwards into Daniel Shalloy. Really good save from St. Clair and poked away in the vital moment by Noah Allen. Litany of young homegrown players looking to make their mark on the global stage against the superstars of Inter Miami as we welcome you back in to match day 12. To wriggle away from Lionel Messi, but not Bertarame. Problems now for Toronto, opportunity for Miami through Lionel Messi! Fabulous challenge, and Suarez flies wide! Somehow, some way, it remains 1-0.
Poor turnover from Monlouis, who has Zimmerman to play it back and elects to cut it with the outside of his right foot, and then it's the worst case scenario with Messi running right at you, and this extra little touch takes him into that space, leaves it off to Suarez, who's just immediately booking it to the box, looking for anything that drops his way, and he takes it first time. Does not miss by much, but a big reprieve for Toronto FC early.
Here he is again. Down the line he goes to Luan. Moura involved in the build-up as well as Suarez. Here's Shallowy. Against the banner of Rodrigo DePaul. Across comes Luan to cover. Toronto down to 10 men at the moment because Raheem Edwards finds himself on the ground. Here's Suarez! Goal! And in predatorial fashion, Luis Suarez makes it 2. Said just the other day, I still have that.
Edwards was down on the ground, and you could see Toronto FC players yelling to have them kick the ball out, and Messi and Suarez are both just cherry picking, standing on top, recognizing that's where the space is, and Suarez never won who's shy to take advantage of an opportunity, regardless of how it comes. He's just ruthless, waiting behind the line. And
one heck of a fight against the superstars of Inter Miami. But here's Lionel Messi looking to make it 3. Very nearly did again. This time, an astute piece of goalkeeping from Luka Gavran denies the World Cup winner.
You know he's going to be able to get it up and down. It's almost just like a pass to him, and the 6'6" goal.
Alonso Coelho, the player to deliver. High hanging ball from Louis towards goal. Gathered well at the near post.
Gap between the teams where it's not just the quality, that's a big part of it, but he experienced that nous to understand if there's an inch, how to take advantage. And hasn't been Miami's best performance yet. It hasn't been the full free-flowing football that moments we've seen from them, but either way, they look in a really comfortable spot. And I'm going to see right now, they've tried to switch the formation to trouble them, but haven't been able to create much.
Another giveaway from Franklin. Sergio Reguilon. Messi into Reguilon! A first goal in Major League Soccer for the Spaniards. Unsurprisingly set up to a T by Lionel Messi.
Has dealt with injuries and was a big acquisition to come and be a part of it, but Kobe Franklin just leaves it for him, and he continues his run, which is generally a good idea. Falls to the feet of Lionel Messi and sets him up, has to turn his hips, and with his off foot picks out the back post coolly. And Inter Miami now cruising 3-0 here.
Reguilon, the right-booted substitute, only finding Osorio. Etienne unable to wriggle through. And now Segovia. It's Miami press again. Messi. Lionel Messi. Over to the far side it goes. Messi for 4! Another day, another blockbuster crowd, another major Messi moment.
It's so clever for Messi because he drives forward to draw attention, and then he doesn't just find the space, he creates them by stopping his run. He slows up that run, that opens up the space for him. Right as it leaves him, take his eye off him for 1 second and you're dead. It's just an absolutely wonderful combination. To his fellow Argentine, to Paul, plays it right back. Of the number of guys that they've gone out and signed, and just haven't seen it so far.
Here's Messi. Going to get another goodie. It's a fabulous save from the goalkeeper to deny Messi his second and Miami their 5th.
See him just peeling out, sizing up one-on-one, and it's always looking just for an inch on that left foot, and he strikes it well. It's a great save here from Gavran. Just to get that right hand, it should just be his 2nd of the season, and it's been such a different season for him from as far as his quality, but I think even from the standpoint of the type of team he's playing on, what's been asked of him. The one road loss they've had this year was match day 1 against LAFC in front of 75,000, and it was him getting caught off his line a few times and just been asked to do different things. Of course,
Shallowy looks the pounce. Toronto FC do. Well, it's a major mistake from Inter Miami and David Ajala. Aristizabal with his 2nd goal.
Yeah, and it just feels like Miami sometimes are their own worst enemy, and Ajala just completely gets it all wrong there. His plant foot ends up making contact with the ball here, and see right there, from there, it's just really simple, just pass there and a tap in from Emilio. Happy to, but from Inter Miami.
Malik Henry gets the half a yard he needs and repelled by Mikael once again. It's been another fabulous free-flowing attacking display from Inter Miami, but now they have defending to do. Franklin's ball in, and towards goal it goes. It's a second goal from Emilio Aristizabal. father Victor was one of the highest goal scorers in the history of Atletico Nacional. Like father, like son, he adds a second for TFC.
Continue to push the game, and Kobe Franklin has time and space. It's a wonderful ball in, and an even better header there from Emilio, who just rises. He's able to pick out that corner past Dane St. Clair, and these two have combined once already this season, almost identically. How about that for pinpoint accuracy on the header? Fantastic service and an even better header from Emilio.
Daniel Shallowy now. They couldn't, could they? Zimmerman! Well, with that goes the final whistle and draws to a close a fascinating contest at BMO Field. 45,000 plus